Happy Easter, everyone. So for our Easter recipe, we're going to be making a carrot cake from the cookbook. This guy's a beauty, really. We've had him in a deli. He was really popular. We're doing a cashew icing with it, although you could use one of our whipped coconut yogurt icings from the other cakes in the book if you want something a little bit lighter, but really gorgeous. With raisins, ground almonds, coconut sugar, so yum, and I think you guys are gonna love it. So the first thing you need to do is just pop the oven on to fan 180, and we're gonna then start mixing all the ingredients together. So large bowl, pour in our buckwheat flour, but again, if you don't like buckwheat flour, you can just change this for plain white flour, gluten-free or normal. Bicarbonate of soda, baking powder, ground almonds, and coconut sugar. It seems like quite a lot, 400 grams of coconut sugar, but it's a massive cake. So it's actually a relatively small proportion of the entirety of the cake. But again, if you don't have coconut sugar, just like the apple banana muffins we made the other week, brown sugar works perfectly here. So then stir it all up, and then now we're gonna peel the carrots, grate them, add those. Then we're gonna just weigh out our raisins, 100 grams of raisins, add those. Add our almond milk, and then just need to melt your coconut oil unless you're in a beautifully hot country and it's already melted. Pour that in and then stir everything together. And as you start really mixing in, it all comes together. It's gonna go really beautiful golden color, and you'll start to feel like it's a really nice kind of sticky textured mix that's gonna create that really beautiful sponge when we cook it. We're just gonna grease up 2 cake tins. I'm using coconut oil for mine. I'm a bit paranoid about cake sticking, so I'm quite generous with my greasing. Evenly pour it between the two. I normally pour like 80-90% of the mix and then just spread them out, check they're even, and then add the last little bit, whichever one needs it. And then we're literally just gonna pop those in the oven. They bake for like 35-40 minutes. Do the knife test with them. Just take one out, pop a knife into the center, check it comes out clean. If it does, ready to go. If it doesn't, just pop the tins back in for another 5 minutes or so in the oven. So once the cakes are ready, just take them out of the oven, and then we're gonna leave them to cool in their tins. It is so worth it because it really helps them finish setting. And then while it's doing that, you can make the icing. The first thing we need for our icing are soaked cashews. Ideally, you soak them for like 4 hours or so. If you don't have time to do that, you can actually just boil them really quickly, then let them cool, and then drain the water either way. I'm gonna pop those in a food processor with some maple, some almond milk, and a little bit of ground cinnamon, which adds a really nice flavor. It goes so well with the carrots. And then just blitz that all up until it's really nice and smooth, but thick. You know, it wants to hold its own shape. If it does get too thick though, you can always add a splash of more milk. So now once your cakes are perfect and cooled and beautiful, remove them from their tins, pop one down, spread half the icing over that, pop the other cake on top, and put the other icing over the top for the finished layer. And then you can put on walnuts or pistachios or more raisins or coconut chips or whatever you've really got as little sprinklings and decorations on the top, and then you're ready to go. So really hope you guys enjoy this. Super easy cake, and happy Easter.